Hello everyone, today in this video I will show you a small overview of WiseImage Pro 22.0. Let's get started. So now let's find what is WiseImage. So WiseImage is basically extremely powerful raster modification tools. It made engineering changes easy ever before. So we can change any sort of engineering drawings we have in the scan format that can be changed, including PDF and some other CAD formats can also be changed inside WiseImage, right? So in this video, we are going to discuss the entire UI of the application, and then we will see the supported file formats, including the native CWS format. And then we will see how we can use the existing scan drawing quality using WiseImage, because that could be a big concern for any one of us, that we have already scanned some of the drawings and the drawing objects are not readable. So WiseImage is the tool you should go for. And as I said, it's extremely powerful. You can get the benefit of having WiseImage if you are dealing with different scan drawings having bad quality. So WiseImage, should be the tools you should try with. And then we will discuss sort of raster editing, how we can modify raster images. That we will see. We'll try to convert some of the vector entities. That is where drawn using CAD applications. So that can be converted into raster, and that can be stitched with different raster images to make one single image. So that modifications we will discuss in this video. And then we will discuss hybrid CAD technology. I mean, this is something will change the way we actually manually draft in different CAD applications. So this technology will help you to avoid that time-taking operations. So hybrid CAD we will discuss in detail, and then we will see how we can convert raster entities into vector. So these are few things we are going to explain in this video. So now let's start with the overview of the application. So as you can see here, we have all the menus. So I can click on any of this menu and I will have a whole list of functions that I need to use in these applications. So I can do that from this menu bar. And then we have this toolbar right after the menu bar. So these are the tools I have, or you can just right click and you can click any of this toolbar you want to include on this list, and then you just need to click here and drag it wherever you want to place. I'm not going to do that because I'm okay with the tools I set, and I'm okay with this settings now, because now I know where is the tools I need, so I can quickly click on that and I can use that function. So I'll not disturb the settings here, but I always have a profile, so from there I can restore my settings anytime I need, but that's okay for now. And now in the left hand side I can see the inspector window, right? So I have this inspector window. So what it does, if I click any of this line, remember this is still a raster line. So this is a TIFF file, tag image file. So I can actually select all of this line. So here you can see, I just select the line and I have all the properties. So inspector window is for that only, to show all the properties of the selected objects, right? And then this space, this white space, is called model space. And then if I right click and I say add layouts, so I can actually add layouts here like this. So this is paper space as well. So I have model space and I have paper space. So maybe I'll be working on this model space for now, right? So I'm on model space, and then I have this command line here. So we can use the command line to avoid this menu bar and the toolbar. We can use the command line to use the different commands of WiseImage. And then we have the status bar. So status bar is actually to show different informations, and included this drafting settings. These are very important drafting settings we have on the status bar, and that's all we have in the UI, right? So we have menu, tools, inspector, model, paper, command line, and then we have status bar, which includes this drafting settings, right? Okay, so now let's talk about the file supports we have here in WiseImage. So let's click on open. So here is the list we have. We have the native WiseImage file formats, and then DWG and DXF, which is maybe the most people use. And then we have different formats like PDF and TIFF and different other image formats we have here. So these are the file formats that we can open inside WiseImage, and then we will go to Save As to see what can be produced in WiseImage. So again, these are some of the image formats. I mean, this is a big list of image formats, and then the native WiseImage CWS can also be created. And then DWG, DXF, as I said, this is the most used format in the drawing industry. And then we have PDF and some other formats that controls, like CWT, that controls WiseImage template settings. So these are the formats we have in the Save As. And then we can see what can be imported from other platform. So this is the list. We can use DGN, MicroStation file, and then we can import PDF and shapefile and some other file formats that can be imported inside WiseImage from other platforms. And then we will see what can be generated for other platform in WiseImage. So CWS will always be there. And then we have DWG and DXF, and then we have shapefile and TIFF file, and there's PDF and some other formats, right? So these are some of the formats that can be produced and supply to other CAD platforms, right? So these are the some file formats that WiseImage are being supported. Right, and I think that is a big list, and we can use those formats to work on different raster images and deal with vector and so on. Right. Okay, so now let's see how we can use WiseImage to enhance quality of different raster images. I have different samples though, so I have different samples. Maybe let's start with something. So maybe I can start with this one. So this is one very good example of ammonia print scan. So this is what the ammonia scan drawing looks like, right? So these are the drawing entities, and these are some unwanted objects. They should not be the part of drawing, but these white areas are the part of drawing. So if you have ammonia print like this, so WiseImage will work, like a charm on this type of drawing. So maybe we can use something called Inversion. Inversion is just a fantastic tool. So Inversion is basically reverse everything from the foreground to background and background to foreground. So if I click on that, and it just reverses the color, right? It's a bitonal image, so it's reverse the background to foreground now. So now if we see in this drawing, these are some unwanted objects. These are not required at all. So we have different options here in WiseImage that we can use to enhance the image. The first thing, the easiest things we can use is called Speckle Remover. We can use here to remove the speckles. So first of all, we can go for this auto estimating. So if we say okay, so now you see all the speckles are removed. So this is the initial, and this all the speckles were removed. So this can be very handy if a drawing is having these noises. This can be removed from any images. Like we can say we can use this separate by size, maybe this one. This is another handy tools, and this will allow us to actually verify the objects, what we are removing from from one drawing. So for instance, I want to remove these particles. So I should go to some of the particles, maybe bigger size. We can increase the dot to 10 sort of. So now I see that all the speckles were red. So these are selected now, and making sure that I did not select any of the drawing content. So now what I can do, I can just zoom out, and I can just select the frame here. So I should click on the frame here, and then I should click and drag, and I should just separate the noises. Now we see. So I'm okay now, and I delete this, and I have this clean drawing. So this is something we can do in WiseImage, and I think this is very handy for any users who are using different images. So I'll close this sample now, and I'll try to show you some other examples. Maybe I can use this map. This is one map, and this is one contour map, and I want to show you some of the enhancement function. Like if you see, the background is not very good, and also this contour lines are pixelated because it formed using different type of pixels. Apparently it is one, but it has different pixels, right? So now in the background should be white. So now we can go to image, and then we can click on maybe color classifier. This will be a very good tool. So it's already showing in the preview that I can get this type of background, but I want to show you from scratch. So I will click on that, and now it says that I have 27 colors here, right? So I have 27 colors. So now if I click on this selector, and I click anywhere, and I should just roughly, I just click, and I just hover the mouse without clicking, remember. So just hover the mouse on the image, and then when I finish, I should double click, and now you can see it marked 3 different color. So it suggests that I have 3 different colors approximately on the background there, and I'm assuming that throughout the background I have same sort of distribution. So if I click on that, so it's all these 3 merge into 1, and now I have the control. I can basically just go and I can change it to any color, not only white, to any color. So it looks very good in the preview. So I'm okay. Maybe I can leave that for now. I can just click on OK, and now you see I have much better background now. So if I undo, so redo, you can see the change. So it's worked like magic. Now I have better background here, but still you can see this pixelated contour. So for that we have different options here. We can use this, maybe color reduction is a fantastic tool that we can use, right? So you can see already it's now only 1 pixels, right? But I'll do it from scratch for you. So I'll just click on that. So first of all, in the category, I'll have to define what is the ultimate colors or how many colors I want to keep in this drawing. So the whole control I have. So I say I will add white as a background, and this is one type of color of contour, and this is maybe one more, and that's it. Let me check if I have any other. Maybe we can make this black one more. So this is maybe not, it's close to black, so this is okay. So this 4 colors should be there in the drawing, nothing else. So now background is okay, I'm not gonna do anything background, so color is fine. So now the category, this color, if I take this selector and if I go close to any of this contour, and I see different pixels here, and now I see all these pixels should be merged into this one category. And by mistake, if I click here, I should select and I delete, and that's it. And now for this color, I should go again to the same type of contour here, and I say these are the cell actually going to merge with this, so that's fine. And for this close to black color, we can say, and we can say this is what we want to merge with this color. But you see, these cells are sort of similar, so this can create confusions. So this is just for your check, but I'm okay. So we can click this speckling, that will remove the noises from this image as well. So now, and I can save my settings as templates if I want, so that can also be done. So for now, I'm just saying apply, and the contour line will change, and it will now you can see, if I go close to any of these contour lines here, you'll see the difference. So you can now see the difference. So this is just one color, right? So now this contour can be separated, right? So now we can use this tool called binarizations code, and I want to remove this layer, surface or something. So I should, or maybe water level or something, right? So just say and choose the color. So I'm okay with this color, and selector, I'll select this, and then I'll click, and that's it. I have one extra layer on top of the contour lines, right? So now what I'll do, I'll just select the frame here. I'll select the frame like this, and then I'll just drag it out, right? So now you can see this is the one image with that specific layer. So now in the image manager, if I go to image manager, not layer, I want to go to image manager, and then I have one extra drawing here. I can save this drawing as the format I need to save, right? So this will be a separate file altogether, and then we can work on that file. So this is how we can actually work on different raster images. So now let's see how we can actually use the modifying functions in WiseImage, right? So this is one typical examples we have inside WiseImage demo folder. So we can use that image to show you how we can actually edit raster images. Basically, when we open any raster image, right, so that is editable, right? So this is a specific raster image, right? So I can change line types, any parameters of that specific line. I can change the line weight, and all other informations, like if I want to change any text, is draw and then raster, edit raster, this one, say C-C, hit enter, and that's it. And I can change the height and font if I need to change the font. So probably I'll not change the font, but I'll increase the height little bit. So maybe I'll change to this. So this is my text here, and you see this is the text in vector. So but I need in raster, so I'll use command merge. You can see the merge command and hit enter, so everything will convert to raster. So this is now raster. So anything I can change here, and I can just convert that to raster. So this is one example of converting vector objects to raster, right? And in editing, I can select any objects, right, like this, and I want to scale it. This is my base point, and I want to down the object size to 75%, right? So now I have a small this view, sectional view. Now I can use all the modifying functions like rotate, copy, duplicate, and everything. So I can copy it, and I can just apply all the modifying tools on this. So this is how we can edit any raster image. So, and it makes sense. You don't go for conversions to edit any raster images, right? So this is quite handy, and this is something people should try other than converting to vector. Okay, so now let's I'll close this one for now. So we'll see how hybrid can help, right? So I'll open this sample. So now this file, as you can see in this file, and before I explain much, maybe I can show you one small examples of these projects, right? So in these projects, if we see the PDF, right? So this is one PDF. So now you can see this will be the similar sort of input for you if you are using WiseImage. So you have one drawing, one arrangement drawing, you can say, and there you have some red marking here and there, right? And you basically need to update. So this is some valve need to add it. You need to enlarge some of the pipe. You need to remove these components. So all of these modifications need to be done on this PDF drawing, right? And it's typical unless until you convert the whole drawing into CAD, right? So how WiseImage can deal with that? So let me show you. I'll open one more example from the Toyo projects. So I'll open this CWS. The first thing, they'll clean the drawing. They will align the drawing. So this is now much clean and align. And then what we'll have to do, we'll have to match the scale. We'll discuss later on or in some other videos how we'll have to match the scale and everything. So the thing we need to do, we'll have to match the scale. So that should match all of these dimensions. And then we should replace these locations with the objects like this. And these objects can be created inside WiseImage, the CAD objects, the blocks. So you can create different blocks. And you can see I can delete. So what they did, they just removed the raster portion and just place the gate valve, and that's it. If I need, we can convert this vector to raster using merge, if you remember. So we can do it, but I'm okay with this. It's no harm that I can, because as long as I have one single file, that is CWS file, and I can select this and I can select this. So I can change any objects at any time. You can see the same here. We enlarged the pipe, and that's it. And we followed all other instruction. We removed that pipe, and that's all. It's maybe 10 minutes, so you are done. But if you were converting this, it would have been taken a much longer time. So using the same principle, if you go to this image here, and you see this is one practical examples where they had used this 50% content from the old raster drawing, and they created these new connections, right, using vector, right? So this is what the hybrid CAD is. It combines both. You can keep raster and vector in a single file. You don't have to carry the external references. It's a single file, and it's huge benefit of having this type of hybrid files, because at any point of time, if you want to save this drawing as DWG or DXF, that can also be done. But on that case, you will have a external reference like image and CAD file. You will have to keep those files together to see on different CAD system. But here in WiseImage, it's only one file, that's CWS, and it's a huge advantage. So you can see it's more than 50% is in raster. So we don't bother about the old drawings. We just concentrate on the new ones, right? So this is what the hybrid CAD is. Let me show you one examples. Maybe this is this piping plan. So you may have complicated, this is one of the complicated drawing, you can say. And you might have similar examples where you need to update, you need to modify. So you cannot automatically convert this, or you cannot update without converting manually this drawing if you are using the general CAD system. But WiseImage, if you are using, then you can create hybrid. You can actually scale, and you can change any objects on this drawing. It's a huge benefit of having WiseImage. So this is one typical examples of raster drawing where you will have to use hybrid. There's no other way out. So now let's close this for now, and I'll be showing some of the other examples. For instance, the conversions, right? So I can take one examples like this. Maybe mechanical drawing is okay. I'll take this mechanical sample for now, and maybe one more I can take. Could be something, any of this, maybe this one, this map, right? So WiseImage is basically also provides some of the functions that will also allow you to trace or automatically convert some of the raster images where you really need CADs, right? So in these examples, if we create some layer here, so let's create some of the, or I can say this is my layer and I'm adding, this is my vector entities, right? And the layer is, color is blue. I'll make it current and I'll close it. And now, so this contour, as you can see, we can use these functions for trace, like we can say line follow, and we can click on this contour, and you see the entire contour were drawn, right? So now like this way, if we take one big example, so maybe this one, this is a big contour, so I'll select the contour like this. You see, the moment I click, it's actually draft the whole contour unless it meets some cross point. So now it says where to go. I say this way, and now text breaks things off. So I'll see this way, go this way, and that's it. So this is one more, right? So I'll have to, so this is my contour now, right? So I can select the contour like this, and this is the force color. I should use the bilayer color. So now I have the entire contour ready for me, right? So like this way, we have different tracing tools that can be used, and you can change the way you actually draft things in CAD system. So this is something very useful if you really need CAD. Then I'll move down to this. Okay, so in this drawing, we can use automatic conversions. So we'll go to convert, and then we will choose conversion options here. So you see, you have different options to set to convert this drawing. right? So you have a provisions to convert the whole drawing from raster to vector. So for now I'm okay with the settings, and then I'll say okay, I can use different templates, or I can save these settings as templates here. So now I'll close, and then I'll say convert from raster to vector. So the moment I click, so things will be converted. So now I'll try to turn the raster off for now. I'll click on that. So now you see I have the CAD versions of that raster. So now I'll turn the raster back, and then I'll close this. And few other things, like in WiseImage Pro, what we can do, I'll click on that and I'll try to take some of the examples, maybe this one. And I just want to show you how the OCR things work in WiseImage, so that will be a huge benefit of using WiseImage, right? So these are some text I have. You can convert all the text, raster text, clicking this OCR functions. But for now, I just want to convert some of this text, right? So I'll click on that and I say that I want to use this OCR, and I want to create some maybe text or just simple text file. And I say, and the file should be saved on this folder, or maybe I can say, yes, I'm okay. I want to save in this directory. And I say train OCR, so I'm saying this is the text I want to, so I should train the OCR and say okay. So now it's converting English auto, so I let the application choose entire raster text. No, I want to use this, and I say this is what I want to convert. So what it should do, it should deposit one text file to this directory, and it should contain converted text. So let me check. So I'll go to this and here, and see with the file name, and you have the text converted, right? So this is the text it converts. I can just show the OCR here. Is a most powerful OCR integrations we have. So you can see it's already just I click on that, and you can see it's converted, right? The text also placed on this. So I may need to change something, but it's okay. I can also delete the raster text if I need to delete. So I have this vector text on top of this raster text. So I can use this OCR options. ABI OCR integration can be used to convert raster text into vector text. I will show one more function. So I'll close this one and I'll click. Let me show you how it works on different PDF files. What I want this entity inside WiseImage as vector. So I'll close everything here, and then I'll go to WiseImage and I'll say insert PDF, and then I'll go to this folder and I want to insert this PDF, and it's currently I have only one page, so I'll deal with that. So now it will take some time, and it will actually convert the whole this PDF into, these are CAD now. Basically I can select this entity, these objects I can select, and I can work on this, right? So I can select and I can work on those objects. So this is basically how PDF can also be converted into vector, and you can use the PDF objects. Now you should have some idea about the UI and the file supports and the native CWS, and how we use WiseImage to improve quality of raster images, how we edit raster images, how we convert vector to raster, and how we use hybrid technology in WiseImage to replace the traditional raster to vector conversion. And then I just explain how we can use WiseImage for better drafting and also automatic conversion. I hope it will help. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or if you want to see some of the functions in more detail, you can comment. We will try to record and we'll try to supply those videos for you. Thank you very much for your time. See you next time.